Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today I will show you how I ink and painted this old vintage fridge, and that's just a fragment of a real-time video that I do have on my Patreon, so where I have inked and painted all of those vintage objects. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description box, so you can go ahead and check it out. So for the materials, I did use Centenaire watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton watercolor paper, 300 GSM or 140 pounds. It is also cold pressed watercolor paper. For the inking, I used Micron Pigma ink pen number 03 and 05. For the watercolors, I used White Nights, and colors, I did use some yellow ochre, Carmine, or raw sienna, burnt sienna, and that's the colors I did use for this project. Of course, you can use just any colors you like. And for the brushes today, I used just these two. This is Dainayw number 1 brush, mauve brush, and Raphael number 8 round brush. And I will start with inking our fridge, and I'm gonna use 03 ink pen. I'm just gonna do first, as I usually do, those lines that are already on my sketch, you know, because I don't want to smudge everything. Just a second. I'm gonna put some paper towel so that I don't go on top of it with my hand. So, like that. And then this bottom one. And handles. Both of them. And then this, I guess this is some sort of a logo. You can just make it whatever you like to be. Completely optional, up to you. Use your creative freedom to do that. So this is going to be our basic inking. And now I will just maybe add some few details just to make it a little bit more interesting. Some shading. In some spots. I'm not gonna do too much or just complicated it too much, but I do want to make a little bit more details, just not to leave it as so basic. So under the handles I'm gonna add, or to the handles, however you like to look at it, a bit more of the ink. You can use a smaller or a larger ink pen. Completely up to you, right? I might switch to a 05 just to do some shading here at the bottom, and then here to this, just maybe on both sides. Here also it's underneath, so I'm gonna make that line a bit more thicker. And here at the very bottom also. Like that, it already looks better. Not perfect, but it already looks a bit more interesting than when just one color or just a basic inking. So just adding a bit of the ink when we start to add our watercolors. It will all just shine even more, but I do want to add also a bit more of the ink. Here underneath. My ink pens are quite spent, so just have that in mind. I'm in really desperate need to get some new ink pens just underneath the handles, and I might add just a few simple lines here, like that. And then you can make it beat up a little bit, just add a couple of scrubs. I'm just very lightly touching, but as I mentioned earlier, my ink's quite spent, so if you decide to do this also and just wondering why your lines are thicker or more visible, just keep in mind if you have any ink pen that you already spent and it's not working really, doesn't have as much ink in it, well, you might want to use that for this little rough patches or some maybe dents or scratches on our fridge. So like that, and I do want to add a bit more ink to the frame in the upper part. So like that. Maybe a bit more on the handles. There you go. I think that's going to be enough. So I will start with just spraying some clean water. And after that, I'll get to my mop Dainayw brush and just add a little bit of the color. I'm gonna add some raw sienna, just do a couple of splatters. Raw sienna, rinse my brush, and then just maybe press here and there just to move that paint around a bit to create that vintage look. I like using some browns and sort of a yellow color to create the vintage feel. And this is also going to be our first layer. So like that, just the undertone that we will place on our items, right? So just starting with that, I do want to keep everything connected. So that's how you can also achieve that nice connection, right, between those elements. And I'm gonna get a little bit more of the actually burnt umber. I don't want to get any sepia at this point. It's a bit maybe too dark. For now, I'm gonna leave that for shadows when I start to paint. Because I do want to keep this one somewhat an orangey tone, so I'm gonna get this a little bit of the Carmine, and I'm gonna mix it with yellow ochre to get some orange, a little bit more. So like that one, a little bit maybe vintagey looking orange. So like that. But as I said earlier, I do want to keep it quite loose, so that's also the reason that I picked this brush, just to keep everything a little bit looser and I guess more relaxed looking. Some burnt sienna in some spots like that. So there can be a quite large shadow, and I will get just this bit smaller brush, Raphael number 8, that we already have used a lot of the times. So like that. I bet maybe just to touch up on some shadows like that. So with that, I'm done with the fridge, and as I mentioned earlier, for the rest of those vintage items, go and check out my Patreon. Also, together with the free sketch, you can just join in my Patreon for free and have access to the sketch for these vintage items. So guys, I hope you do like this video, and if you do like it, please hit the like button, share it and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. I have many tutorials here for beginners and advanced painters, and I'm sure you will find something for yourself. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye!